that time of year again where festivals are announcing who the headliner's going to be. Brennan Lee's has Red Hot Chili Peppers, and up here in Scotland, Tea in the Park has its own roses. So what does Coachella have to offer? Well, now that we've got all of our necessities for our festival out, and let's see what they have. First up, we've got LCD Sound System. The LCD Sound System are a band that many are aware of. They've just not been in the public eye recently because, well, they broke up. Well, technically, they had a farewell tour back in 2011 at Madison Square Garden, which is probably why you've seen a lot of backlash towards the band, because fair enough, fans are kind of pissed off that if they paid so much money, like I probably would anyway, paid so much money to go see this final gig, hold a special place in your heart, and then just get told, well, they're headlining this year. It seems like it was, again, a waste. But I think what fans are forgetting is this is a band who just want to make music. It isn't a money grab that you'd expect Oasis to make. This is a band who love doing what they do. And like I said, James Murphy said in a Facebook post that he did not mean to fuck over any fans. And regardless if they think whether or not that's the case, it will be exciting to see what they do with their position of being a headliner. So up next we've got Guns N' Roses, and I'm not laughing because they're shit or anything. I quite like their older stuff, not to sound like a hipster at all, but as of late they've just became quite stale because two members, most notably Slash, left the band, and whenever that happens it seems like with most other acts just seem to go a bit downhill and just become a bit bland. I feel like with Slash and other members rejoining that it's just gonna be, it could be a cash grab. Regardless if it is a cash grab or not, really couldn't care less at this moment. Whether or not it'll be any good, it could be shit, it could be not so shit, it might be great. I'm just judging this on the fact that Blink-182 are a band that I'm sure that people who grew up with Guns N' Roses meant a lot to them, and then when I saw their performance at Reading and Leeds, I just cringed. Now I've not got any personal beef with Calvin Harris, not that I would anyway, because he's the world's biggest DJ and I'm a boy who just had a microwave curry meal. But regardless, at a festival like Coachella, you should be going for other acts, more like foes who have actually proved themselves, whereas Calvin Harris just seems a bit of a safe choice just to appeal to more folk, and I don't mean that again in a hipster way. I just feel like there's better acts to go for. I'm sure that Calvin Harris is probably making new music just now, and chances are it's not going to be any different to what he's already made. It'll just be the same build up and then drop, and well, that might entertain some, and if it does entertain you, I'm not slagging you off for it, maybe you'll do good. I think out of all three he's probably the safest choice and the most disappointing, but it's not just headliners, there's other acts. All three of those other entries are just done there, the headliners anyway were all scripted. I'm just going to have a glance at what's actually on offer here and just give my opinion as it comes. So on the Friday we've got the aforementioned folks who will no doubt put on a brilliant set. It's just a bit jarring to see the opposite on the list is Ellie Goulding, who I do listen to the charts a lot and I hear her all the time, and I wish I didn't. Lower down on the Friday we've also got Last Shadow Puppets, who are bringing out another album this year, and I'm just really excited to see how much their sound's going to change. Now Saturday is probably my favourite of the 3 days that are on offer here. The next two actors here are ASAP Rocky and Churches, who, if you actually read my top 25 albums of 2015, were both on it. While they were still quite low on it, that is not an insult to them at all, because Churches are one of the best live acts I've ever seen. So I met Tea in the Park 2 years ago, totally blown away, and ASAP Rocky has always been an interesting artist to me. While I've not seen him live and I had a chance to, and totally regret it. He's an amazing rapper. His new album was just so creative, and it'll be great to see how he performs live. The three acts on the Saturday that really make the day stand out for me: Grimes, Courtney Barnett from the Jewels. I've now noticed that I keep saying it'll be great to see how they perform about 50 times. And they, oh god. Sunday's probably the worst day, I'd say. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way because they all do have a few standout acts here. It just seems like, oh, I'm looking at it just here. Calvin Harris, I've made my opinion clear on that. Sia, a good pop artist, I'm just not a massive fan myself. Beach House as well, who are excellent. And then the polar opposite, we've got 1975, who I won't go into much detail here. I'll probably review their next album with the ridiculously long album title that makes me cringe, just not thought about it. And then Wolf Alice, who are also, like I said in one of my previous videos, just one of the best new bands around. And then I see some band called Death Grips.
Limited amount of time, I can do this and it's done. Like that, we're on our way. Be it acid on the tongue, cocaine in your brain, or some weed.
Grips. I totally take back what I said about Sunday. Fucking Death Grips playing on a Sunday, that is going to be. The lineup this year is much better than last year, I'd say. Just more variety, better acts, to my preference anyway. It totally comes down to your preference. But I feel like this year would be one that I'd feel motivated enough to go over and see if it wasn't so fucking much for a crowd that hardly moves. How do you think? Did you think lineup's good? Do you think it's crap? Just let me know what you think in the comments down below. And until next time, bye.